What Biloxi police did in seizing Rapper Boosie's jewelry was something known as civil asset forfeiture. Civil asset forfeiture is a legal procedure in which police can seize and then keep or sell any property suspected of being involved in a crime. Now, owners need not ever be convicted or even charged with a crime for their cash, cars, or even real estate to be taken away permanently by the government. Civil asset forfeiture began at the height of the drug war, but an investigation by the Washington Post found that since 2001, state and local police have kept about $1.7 billion from people who were not charged with the crime or did not have a warrant issued against them. Civil liberties groups and some lawmakers on both sides of the aisle say police departments are using asset forfeiture to fund law enforcement budgets. Even folks like the Koch brothers and the NAACP agree on this very issue. Joining us right now, Maria Saporta is a reporter, contributor for Atlanta Business Chronicle, and also, of course, joining us is a media personality, Frank Ski. So, folks, now in this case, the police said, oh, we found no jewelry. Then 3 days later, all of a sudden, jewelry appears. But what happened to him happens to a lot of people, and again, they get stuck out, and the cops pretty much, some police departments have a checklist of things they want to buy, and then they go seize it.
You know, it happens a lot, especially in the hip-hop community. And most times, a lot of these rappers don't have receipts for their stuff, so they really can't go back and say they ever had it. You know, most times what'll happen is they'll get their stuff taken and only get half of it back, you know, and that's really part of the problem. But, you know, my issue for Boosie is, you know, put a safe on the bus, put it inside a safe. Because, you know, how many times do we hear these buses getting pulled over and then somebody else, it could be the driver who's towing the truck away, is the one that goes up in there and steals your stuff.
Yeah, but here's the deal, though. I mean, first of all, I remember when Drake had a concert and there was some jewelry taken off of one of the buses, and he was ticked off with the security guard saying your job was protected. But what is dangerous about asset forfeiture, Maria, is that people have never even been charged, and then they're trying to get their stuff back, and the cops are like, well, no, we suspected there's this. The cops don't have any evidence that whatever they seize was from ill-gotten gains. And so it's pretty much whatever the cops say goes.
Yeah, no, it's disturbing when you think that there might not be the kind of monitoring and oversight to this. I mean, there needs to be some kind of regulation that would have people have an inventory and that they could have the right to their property back.
Right. I mean, what I don't understand is if there was an asset and it was seized and you weren't charged, you should be able to get it back.
If you can prove it's yours.
No. That's not true. What I'm saying is, if I had it, and you seized it when I was detained or arrested, and then you file an inventory report, and then I don't get charged, I should get back what you took from me when I had it.
But you know the game. The game is that the hood politics is that the stuff that you have, your laptop and half the stuff you have, you got from the barbershop, which was stolen from somebody else, so it's hard to get back stolen material. And that's what the cops are hoping for. The cops are hoping that you're not gonna file the proper papers to get your stuff back. But it's not even that. No. But here's the deal, though.
This is not even filing the proper papers. The law allows for them to literally keep it. And we're talking about cars, we're talking about cash, we're talking about, and we're not talking about just, okay, here was $1 million worth of jewelry. I'm talking about when you have someone who gets arrested and they have $500 on them. Okay, you have $500. Okay, you're nobody. You're not a rapper. You're not an entertainer, and you're just a regular person. You get pulled over. Cops suspect one thing. You get detained. Then they go, okay, we're not going to file any charges. Then you're going, where's my $500? Right. The law allows for them to keep your money.
Yeah, if it's suspected as part of the crime.
No, but the cops can just say, we suspect this, and it allows for them to keep it. That's the dumbest thing in the world. To me, it's very simple. If I was detained or arrested, and you took my money or my car, and I then later don't get charged and get released, I should get my money and my car back. I shouldn't have to go, oh, well, he was my bank deposit, and this is my ATM slip where I got the $500 from.
Well, let me give you an example. Like if you get pulled over and the police impound your car, it doesn't matter if you were driving the car. You still have to go get your certificate that you own the car. The impound lot is not going to give it to you just because you was driving it. And that's really where the problem comes in with a lot of people.
Well, the problem comes in, Maria, here, where these police departments are literally funding their departments. Some departments, according to the Post report and ProPublica and others, where police departments literally have wish lists. Okay, let's see here. We need this kind of vehicle. We need this kind of truck. We want to get us some body armor. They literally have a wish list. And so, in essence, they go, this is going to cost us 60 grand. Hey, y'all go out there and go seize 60 grand worth of stuff so we can go buy stuff from our wish list.
Yeah, no, that's not acceptable. I do think with the juxtaposition of Operation Hope Summit that's focusing on poverty, a lot of it is financial responsibility that people should have and how you get literacy to folks. And I'd just like to put those two images together. I don't know how smart it is to be traveling with $1 million worth of jewelry.
Well, but here's the deal. First of all, these are folks, look, if you're a rapper, you're performing, that's a part of your attire, okay? They're wearing the jewelry. So, and here's the piece. I don't care if he's traveling with $1 million. I don't care if he's traveling with $500,000. I don't care if he's traveling with $100 worth of jewelry. The problem I have is that these rogue police departments are literally stealing from regular, ordinary people. They're taking their cars, they're taking their cash, they're taking jewelry, and the law is allowing for them to keep that stuff and for them to be able to then fund their departments. And that's what I'm saying. You have the NAACP and the Koch brothers who don't agree on jack, agreeing on this issue as civil asset forfeiture is flat out wrong in this country.
Yeah, I've always wondered how the jump out police have the flyest cars.
No, because no, seriously.
Serious, because they're driving in the Benzes and they're jumping out on you. You're like, where'd you get that car from?
These small police departments, what they're literally doing is they are targeting folks saying, we want this, let's go seize that. That's what's actually happening all across this country, and it's happening in many southern states, and they literally are attacking poor people by grabbing their stuff, knowing full well they can't afford attorneys, they can't afford private investigators, and so you're not going to fight it, and now your stuff has been seized.
Yeah, it's much like the police departments that are stopping cars because they have a quota. You know, they need you to have tickets for a quota. They need to make a certain amount of money, or you're not going to get your bonus.
Right, and so because we give them so much leeway, Maria, by saying, well, no, if they literally only have to say, oh, we suspect. That's it. The cops don't have to prove that this is part of a drug deal. No, all they have to say is, we suspect you couldn't afford that. You got that because of drug money. Seize it.
Yeah. No, and you think if you're someone here in this country illegally and you're being stopped and all your rights tend to go out the window. And it is disconcerting having grown up in the South and seen what had happened back in the 50s, 60s, even into the 70s. You know, there are larger cities, they do have enlightened police departments.
No, I don't necessarily know about that.
Well, Atlanta has had a really great track record of police department that racially reflects the community.
But they've also had their issues as well. You know, when it comes to folks, the scary thing about this is literally that these police departments are just taking the property of regular, ordinary citizens, and the citizens are being forced to have to prove themselves, and they're going, wait a minute, but I never got charged. Right. I never got charged. I never got indicted. Why can't I simply get my stuff back? And these police departments are literally funding their operations through asset forfeiture. That, to me, is shameful.
And what's the solution?
Solution is to simply say, if you pick somebody up and then you don't charge them, indict them, they give their stuff back. You don't fund your police department on the backs of people who can't fight you. And that's the problem we have in this country. We give police too much leeway and way too much authority. So hopefully we'll see some changes with some laws all across this country. A peaceful protest turned deadly. 37-year-old black man was shot and killed by Baton Rouge police. His hands are in the air
and you still get shot by the cops.
Oh my God, please don't tell me he's dead.
We're not going to let hate define us.
Race is a big part of this.
If truly all lives matter, then all lives need to matter equally.
What we require is action. What we require is accountability. We understand that black lives do matter, and we will keep focused on this issue.
NewsOne Now, every weekday morning at 7 on TV1.